For Williams & Source, I'm Kelly Sutton sitting down with Dean Sams, and we are in your recording studio. Kind of awesome.
It is kind of awesome. The only thing that's not awesome about it was, when we talked about getting together and talking today, I had planned like fully getting dressed up and looking nice for you, but I was working in the studio, and really, when you walked in the door, we were still working.
It's okay. Yes, I got to hear a little bit of some of the people that you've been working with. Incredible voice, and that's something that you do besides being in supergroup Lonestar, of course. There's your plug, and living in Williamson County, which is really one of the things I think is unique because you're in Williamson County and you love it. You said you moved here specifically because you wanted to raise your family here.
Absolutely. When mine and Kim's daughter Brittany was in first grade, we found out that she was gifted, and that means she's really smart. And
she takes after mom.
I was going to say I did a DNA check, and she is mine. I'm just saying, but she's incredibly smart. So we knew that Williamson County had a great reputation for having the best schools, and our kids are our most important resource of the future, and I wanted to make sure she got the best education, and so we moved out here to Williamson County.
Now, talk a little bit about finding this piece of land, because you were very specific about what you wanted, where you wanted to be. We're not going to give the address, but you can tell people kind of just where it was and what attracted you to this side of town.
Well, we had first bought a place actually in Thompson Station. We were going to build there, and I was really excited about it, and I thought Kim was as well. And it was 22 acres, and it had a pond and a barn, and it had a hillside, and it had a gate and fence all the way around it, electronic gate that opened up. It was beautiful. And literally 1 week after we bought it, I remember us standing out there looking, and I was explaining how we were going to build the house on top of the hill, and it was just going to be beautiful. And I looked at her, and she looked like I had just smacked her mama. And so I asked her, what's the problem? And she said, well, we're awfully far out in the country. And I was like, oh, you didn't notice that like before we bought it? So we actually sold it a week later and actually made some money. I love that. That's another great thing about Williamson County, score. But we started looking around again and we had looked at this piece of property 2 years before, didn't think it would still be available, but drove by here, and it was the last piece of property left out here. We have a little over 7 acres. It's so beautiful. We have the hills, we have tons of trees, wildlife. We have a few neighbors. We only have 3 neighbors. Which is cool, and but we're only 12-ish miles from the mall, which Kim likes, and we're 5 miles from the store. So it's great. There's nothing bad about where we are.
It's absolutely beautiful.